Everyone is moving to Miami, at least making a long visit. And honestly, after visiting myself, I completely get why. For a while, Miami was anything but a cultural destination. The 80s were all neon and glamour and chaos, but not exactly the place the art world was paying attention to. Then a shift happened in how the city was developed toward art, culture, architecture, and the infrastructure for it. And now Miami is genuinely one of the most interesting cities to be in. Galleries, fashion houses, striking architecture, people who could live anywhere choosing to be here. So I wanted to talk with you about how it all happened through the view of the architecture, because I think buildings tell the story better than anything else. The best example is the Design District. 20 years ago, this was 18 blocks of abandoned warehouses, with vacancy over 50%. A Miami developer named Craig Robbins started buying it up in the late 90s through his company DACRA. He helped bring Art Basel to Miami in 2002, first time the fair came to the US. Then founded Design Miami in 2005, a collectible design fair, right here in the district. And the district grew from there. LVMH came in as a partner in 2011. Luxury brands started arriving one by one, each commissioning their own architectural statement, rather than a standard fit-out. Another luxury shopping destination is the Design District in Miami, Florida. And it is famous for the amount of the luxury brands, and each of them are presented with a beautiful architectural building. And they also doing lots of pop-ups and updates to their interior design as well. And what grew from that cultural foundation is this whole neighborhood of striking buildings, all different, all by great architects, but creating these lively streets together. That's what happens when there is a strong vision behind the development project. And just a few minutes away in South Beach, there is another example of this. A private developer with a civic vision, except this time it's a parking garage. The client was a developer named Robert Bennett, an art collector who had been investing in Miami since the late 90s. In 2005, he bought a brutalist SunTrust Bank building on the west end of Lincoln Road and the surface parking lot next to it for $23.5 million. The gorgeous building we are in right now is actually a parking garage structure, open to everybody parking garage in Miami Beach. And it was designed by Herzog de Meuron. And the result is definitely very special. It's this unique sculptural building which kind of hides the cars, but this architecture is totally overwhelming. And this garage structure doesn't only have the parking function, it also has the penthouses on the top floor and some of the stores on the ground floor. And this building also used for fashion shows and private dinners and parties. The top two floors of the structure have different functions from the parking garage. The most top floor is a penthouse, as I said before, so you can see the wood walls that are facing it and concealing the inhabitant space inside. And the space behind me is the event space that you can actually rent out for your private event right now. I think it's been very popular. You could see some fashion shows and some private dinner that were held here. And the architecture of this, of course, gorgeous. And it has some special equipment for the events, like lighting and different types of guardrails for the guests. And let's break down what makes the architecture of this building so expressive and so unique. First of all, it's done out of the same material as any other parking garage structure, raw concrete. But the way it's played, it's made this so special and expressive. Each story, they are different in height. Some of them double or even triple the standard garage parking floor height. Additionally, the columns are not like regular columns, which are round in shape and just stand on the regular grid. These columns are trapezoidal in shape, and they are either pointing up or pointing down in terms of their geometry. Also, this garage has a very huge overhangs. When we are looking from the outside, from the street, we don't even see any cars. So we just see the raw sculpture, and all of this together makes the architecture of the space so unique and so different from any other parking garage around the world. In 2017, the building sold for 283 million. The original site cost 23.5 million 12 years before. Right now we are in the Faena District, and this is the building designed by OMA, and it serves as a gallery and the event space. It's quite a simple building, but I like the way it interacts with the street and the way the entrance designed here. The building kind of steps up slightly and creating the space for the stair and this little fountain. The Faena District is a 6-block waterfront development in Miami Beach. Hotels, residences, cultural spaces, all commissioned by one developer and designed as a complete neighborhood. The cultural buildings are designed by OMA. They created 3 buildings here. The Forum, a large, flexible cultural venue for concerts, exhibitions, art events, a bazaar inside a restored 1930s hotel, and a parking structure, all connected by public courtyards. Miami has beautiful waterfronts and downtowns, which includes lots of towers. And the skyscrapers architecture are very unique sometimes. For instance, behind my back is a tower designed by Zaha Hadid architects, and you can see these beautiful curves, which are in this case are striking upwards, creating this shape. On the ground floors, we can see the parking garages, which has these perforated screens, and above this, the residential apartments. And the way the windows and balconies are played out in this architecture, I think is very beautiful. This is 1000 Museum, a 62-story tower facing the bay in downtown Miami, designed by Zaha Hadid, whose Maxi Museum in Rome we covered in another video on the channel. Building the stall in Miami is genuinely complicated. The city sits on porous limestone, and some research suggests that dozens of coastal towers here are slowly sinking into the ground. The foundation on this one was drilled over 170 feet deep, deeper than any other building in the city at the time. After walking through all of these neighborhoods, I think it helps you to realize how architecture is important in shaping our impression over the city or certain area, and how the good quality of design and good quality of buildings is going to improve your feeling of being in a certain space.